So we're back here at the welcome message block of our bot, and to add functionality to any bot, you want to use plugins. So plugins are found down here at the bottom of every block. You'll see on the default answer block they exist too. So obviously the first one you see here is text. That's self-explanatory. You add it, you can type. But you can add rich elements too, such as images, videos, everything else that makes your bot look better and more engaging than just text. So the first one I want to talk about just briefly is an image. So we can add an image here, and you'll notice that when you add a plugin, it's put in a position on the bot itself, right? So first, in this scenario where the image is under the text, the image will load first for the user, or rather the text will load first for the user, then the image. If you want to change that, you can lift it up here and put it above. And sometimes it glitches like that, so you have to do it twice. So cool. So to actually add an image, of course, you just click here, browse the files on your computer, and then it'll take a second to upload. So of course you can do that. Another more efficient way, if you find yourself having lots of modules or plugins here and you have a whole long list and you don't want to manually drag up and down, you can also click this plus button here, and then you have the ability to add any sort of thing between a long list of plugins that you have. So for the time being, I'm going to delete this image because it doesn't serve a purpose just yet. And let's go to the gallery and list tabs. So a gallery is great for the restaurant example we'll be building today or in this course because it allows you to display a lot of options and a lot of images all at once. So right here, it's great because you can type in, I'll say pizza, and you can also add an image. So I'll add the image of the pizza I just added earlier. And you'll notice when you add an image in a gallery as opposed to just an image plugin, you have different options. So here you see I can orient the image horizontally, or I can get more real estate out of the image and make it square. So in this case, and typically I do horizontal just because it compresses the length of your bot's messages and all the plugins you have, so it makes for a better user experience, and I'm going to crop it as such. You can see there's a little bit of excess on the side that is missing, and I'll talk about in a later video how to properly size your images, because this can be an issue that many bot developers run into. So there's the beautiful image of our pizza. I'm going to add a subtitle here as well saying, for toppings, you have a choice of cheese, sausage, or pepperoni. Great, so that looks beautiful. But ultimately, the purpose of these galleries are great because, like I mentioned, it combines both the text and image modules into one compact place. But also, especially in the case of a restaurant example, it allows you a lot of real estate in an efficient way. So I can add up to 10 items here, actually. And when users go to interact with this plugin, this gallery plugin, they have the ability to simply, with their finger, if they're on mobile, scroll through all these options. So it's a really great user experience. And I'm going to delete these cards within the gallery in the meantime, but it creates for a really great user experience. Again, it's more engaging than just text alone. So similarly, I'm combining the list plugin within this video because it serves really the same function. It's just organized in a different way. So with the list, you have the same options, but they're oriented vertically. So you don't have as much image real estate as you do in the gallery. You can see there the images are much smaller and they're also square instead of horizontal. So that's something to note, but you still have the same functionality. As I mentioned, you have the ability to add buttons in the list plugin as you do in the gallery plugin. So it's great for those types of purposes. Again, specifically for the restaurant example that we're building, I recommend the gallery because it's more visual, but in other use cases, you can use the list and get the same results.